Welcome back to FTL. Last time, we had a bad time, let's be honest. We ran into several hostile ships as we traveled across Sector 2 with one single person. And kudos to Mark, he did amazing. I could not have expected any more from anyone else. And as his reward, he's no longer alone. We managed to pick up Charlie, a Zoltan who was stranded on a planet, and we saved him. So now that we have someone else on board, we're entering Sector 3. Engi territory. I'm expecting to have a good time here. I like the Engi. They tend to have a lot of stuff, they tend to have good stores, and they tend to be friendly. Ish. I could be wrong here. So, we're going to have to make it across this territory. My objectives here is I want to get our shields up to tier 3 if I can. Improved weapons would be great, but improved weapons are only going to do us any good if we can find decent weapons. Shields are a guarantee that we can do. To get our shields up, we're going to need to get 2 more ranks in here. And that's going to be 100 scrap on its own. Then we're going to need the power. That's going to be another 50. So we need 150 scrap to get our engines upgraded. Or not our engines, our shields upgraded. And that's to say nothing of the damage we've taken to our ship itself. We have a lot to work on. We're going to need a little bit of luck on our side. So here we go. What appeared to be a single damaged ship is in fact 2 ships that have smashed into each other. There's a flurry of comm signals and damage. It's hard to determine what occurred. The vessels appear to be Engi? They look locked together by the impact and can't free themselves. This is another one of those things that could backfire on us spectacularly. We have nothing to help them. We could attempt to help the ships by prying them apart, but odds are we're going to be the wedge. And it'll probably end up getting us damaged. And that's probably the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, we could destroy the ships and they might destroy us too. But we are the Federation. We do help. Let's attempt it. To your surprise, one of the Engi vessels attacks. One ship detaches itself, surprisingly still quite whole, and opens fire. It looks like it's somehow identified you as hostile. Every time! All we're trying to do is help. Alright, so he's got a defense drone, which means our missiles are useless. He's also got an anti-drone drone, which doesn't matter. It's like he's got an EMP weapon and a beam weapon. I'm not too worried about the beam weapon because I don't think it can get through our shields. Let's try and take out their drones. And if we can take out their drones, we can get our missiles through to their weapons. Now, they have 2 layers of shields, too. We can penetrate them, but only if everything hits. Yeah, I'm not too worried about his weapons. I don't think his weapons can actually hurt us. No, they cannot. So it's going to come down to whether or not we can get through his shields to disable those drones. And it looks like we can't. I'd really hate to jump out of here like this, but I think this is just a rock and a hard place. He can't hurt us, and we can't seem to hurt him. Alright. We're just gonna leave. A distress beacon. You follow the distress beacon to a tiny asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the field. Well, let's offer them assistance. They respond, "Help! Our shields are down and we won't last long." We could try to shield them. We do have upgraded shields. Let's try it. You try your best, but one of the stray rocks hits the key structure in their ship. It breaks apart in front of your eyes. We salvage what we can and try not to think about the lost crew. I'm not going to think about their lost crew. We've already lost half of ours. Let's jump. Another distress signal. The distress signal is coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire, and their repair crew can't approach without being fired on. They're looking for a way to help fix or disable it. Let's try. If we had hacking, we could probably just hack them and turn them off, but we don't, so we will simply have to destroy them. You fire a few volleys from a distance, and it's clear the defense system is no match for your weapons. However, the station does not seem happy with your solution. We salvage what we can before we jump before there's any more trouble. Well, I get it, but it was the only option we had. We did get 18 more scrap, though. Let's jump. I think I want to take this outer path. Oh, it's going to lead us back in here anyway. I'm going to do it anyway, though. Let's take the outside path. A settlement still loyal to the Federation hails your ship. They have prepared a weapon to aid your escape from the rebels. We got a Hermes missile launcher. So, this is a special launcher, but I forget why. So we've got an Artemis. It only requires 1 power, does 2 damage. The Hermes missile requires a lot more power, but it also does 3 damage. So our current launcher does 2 for 1 power and 1 missile. This does 3 damage for 3 power and 1 missile. This takes 11 seconds. This takes 14 seconds. Why would I use this? I don't understand why I would actually use this. Fire chance is low, breach chance is low, stun chance is low. Of course, they always ignore all that. I don't understand. This is not a good weapon. I guess we can sell it. Speaking of selling it, there's a store. Change of plans. We're going to bounce across here and then come back for the store. Now that we know that there's a store there. A small platform orbits near this beacon. It looks like a fueling station of some sort and is clearly broadcasting a reasonable price. Well, we could use some. The refueling station welcomes you into one of its berths, and you hail them. As you hail them, there's an explosion from your engine room. While assessing the damage, you detect a pirate ship closing fast. We took 3 and mind control. Okay. I'm a little bit angry now. So, missile there. Weapons there. We can't navigate until the engines are back online, so Mark, you're going to have to go and fix that. Oh, great, and now the med bay's down. Come on, this cannot be the way we die. And now our shields are down. Oh, come on. Take out their weapons. Great. And now he's mind-controlled again. Oh, come on. This cannot be the way it ends. Get the shields online. They're charging their FTL. Come on, missiles. Take out their weapons. Alright, their weapons are down. Save our missiles, because we only have 2 left. They're leaving. They jumped away. Oh my god, what a disaster. We're down to 1 hit point. I don't believe this. We need to get to that store now. Alright, get the med bay repaired. Absolutely unbelievable. Alright, jump to the store. A message arrives, your scrap, ours. Our weapons, for you. You're just about to raise shields when you realize it's just an Engi trader looking for a trade. So they're selling crew... They're selling systems. They're selling drone control. We do have some drone parts. And drone control would come with its own drone with it. It's random what you get, but sometimes it's good. Right now, however, we are just in so much trouble. So we're going to sell this Hermes launcher. That gives us 135. We have to fix the hull. That's just unavoidable. As far as their weapons go, the flat gun could replace a missile launcher. It fires randomly 3 shots per charge. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it could be useful. Seeing as how we're going to be out of missiles soon anyway, I think it's a good bet. We're going to do it. We're going to buy that. We're going to sell the Artemis. Now, unfortunately, we don't have enough power for that, but thankfully we do have Charlie. Charlie's a Zoltan. Oh, we can't afford that. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to jump to the next place. We're actually going to go a little bit backwards and try to ride the wave of the rebellion. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. We are not paying their fee. Alright, so this is a Mantis ship. They have a teleporter. So we are going to do this. Vent the entire ship. Except for these rooms. He only has 1 shield, so here's what we're going to do. Burst laser is going to target their bridge. And of course, you teleport right in there. Go. Okay, he's dead. Yeah, I know. Okay, so their bridge is down, which means that they can no longer dodge. So, retarget their weapons. Okay, that took out their weapons. Retarget their bridge, knock that out again. Target their weapons again. Crap. Close that, close that. Get in there. Fortunately, we can still power that even without him in there. They're powering up their FTL drive? No, they're not. I'm not letting you get away like this. They offer you some of their cargo if you let them live. You know, right now, we don't really need the missiles. We don't need the drones. We do need the scrap, however, and we'll get more scrap if we just blow them up. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap materials. Instead of 17 scrap, we got 34, and we even picked up some fuel out of it. That is what you get. Okay. So, we got beat up a little bit there. Get healed up. We're going to increase our weapons and our reactor a little bit. So when we go back to our stations, we'll be able to have both these weapons powered up at once. And there we go. So now we've got 2 weapons online. Now let's ride the wave. For once you see the Mantis before they see you. I'm not a huge fan of fighting the Mantis. You know, they're not pirates, they're just Mantis. Let's try to remain concealed. You power down non-essential systems in an attempt to remain unnoticed. It looks like they're about to leave when suddenly they turn and set course toward you, weapons powered. Well, it was worth a shot. Speaking of shot, now we've got 2 of them. Let's target their shields. Oh, and also, because they are Mantis, vent the ship. And that's why. Because they're going to teleport on board. Alright, their shields are down. And now he's fighting my guy. Alright. Obviously that's going to be a problem. Oh, and you're stunned. Okay. You target that. You target there. Come on, Mark. Come on, get over it. Get over it. Come on! Damn it! And like that, Mark is dead. Damn it. friggin' stun bomb. Well, now we're back to 1. Charlie, it's all on you. Unfortunately, now we don't have enough power, so we're going to have to upgrade the reactor. Jump again. You notice the Engi colony hiding on the other side of a nearby moon. It turns out they're excavating an equipment cache from the Federation Mantis War, and they suggest it might be used to lure the pursuing rebel fleet. We could delay them, but I'm more interested to see what it is. You have the Engi complete their excavations and bring the supplies on board. We got 34 scrap and a drone. Well, we don't have a drone control, so it's not too useful. But it's better than nothing, and we can use the scrap. And our next jump takes us to a store. An Engi ship hails. Engine upgrade necessary for travel home. Sale of equipment necessary for engine upgrade. Alright. So, what do we got here? First off, we have a drone. We don't need a drone. Drone gone. We do not need the hull fixed. We are running low on fuel, though. And they have people. This is a case of we can do some things, but not everything. Do you guys have any skills? You have skills in maintenance, but that's it. Still, it's better than nothing. If we lose everybody, we lose the game, so we have to pick someone up. So, Declan, welcome aboard. Now we need fuel. We're just going to spend the rest of our scrap on fuel. And there we go. We're done. So, Declan, welcome. Charlie, back to weapons. We'll save their positions. I said we'll save their positions. There we go. We can make one more jump before we have to leave. This system appears quite peaceful. You're not sure how long it'll last between the combined threats of the rebels and the Mantis. One more jump. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FDL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Scanners are showing intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. No match for them can be found in the database. See, this feels to me like a last-minute trap just to kill somebody before we can leave. But you know we're going to investigate it. So let's just do it. You land a small shuttle in the enormous field whose only occupants are small, brightly colored, six-legged, horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? Let's see if we can communicate. None of your attempts to communicate seem to work. They just stare at you silently. As you prepare to leave, one of the creatures canters forward and forcefully nudges you away from the ship. He seems to want you to follow him. Eventually, they guide you to an old Engi ship's crash site. Inside, you're able to find and reactivate an Engi. We got an Engi! We got a new person! We're gonna have 3 people again! Welcome, Starger! We have 3 people! Look at that! Okay, so, Starger. Well, actually, Starger, do you have any? You don't have any skills. That's fine. Okay. Starger, you're on shields. So we lost Mark, and that's unfortunate. But now we have 3 people again. Next sector. We don't have any choices here. We can only go to one place, so we're continuing through Engi space. But hey, I told you Engi space was good. Here we go. You've arrived in Engi space. The Mantis have been threatening the Engi core worlds, but you should be able to stock up for your journey. It's the same thing we saw last time. We're still in Engi space. What's it look like? Oh, look at that beautiful map. And there's a store right there. We don't have enough scrap right now, but we could come across here. Shoo. Maybe not. Nope. Take it back. We're not going to make it to that store. We could come down here and then pop back to it. But we wouldn't have enough scrap to do anything with. So we're not going to make that store. We'll be able to come across here. And we'll just be able to come... But we'll hit a lot of places. I'm so excited now, though. We got more people. We have lost the entire original crew of this ship. Cat's dead. Mark's dead. Emmy's dead. But now we have a brand new crew. It reminds me of a Greek story. Once you've replaced everything on the ship, is it still the same ship? I guess we'll find out as we travel across the next sector. Next time in FTL. Take care.